So welcome back to this joinDOTA League Season 2. I am from Heflatv and my name is Coucher. This is Meka TT Esports versus joinDOTA. It's game number 2. And well, joinDOTA, they had a pretty damn convincing game number 1. They only gave up 1 kill and that was within like the first 5 minutes or so. After that, just really solid plays. And well, that's what you get when you just win most of your lanes. Actually, mid lane it broke even, but just the potential that the Dragon Knight brings to the table on level 6 is just a bit higher than the Death Prophets. And the team movements by Immunity were a little bit better, but Immunity, they actually go for the Ancient Apparition now. A hero that they banned out themselves in game number 1. And Meka, what can they actually answer with? Invoker, Battle Rider, Lycan and the Naga Siren, those are the heroes that got banned out. So Mirana, Shadow Demon maybe. They can go for the Treant Protector again as well if they want to. But Shadow Demon the first pickup, so I would assume the Mirana to follow. But they can still go for the Darkseer, the Centaur. And, I mean, they're taking their time, but I have a gut feeling it's gonna be the Mirana after all, because otherwise it's most likely just gonna get banned. I mean, Shadow Demon is still strong without the Mirana as well, but Mirana just gives them that little bit of extra. And that is the Mirana pickup after all, indeed. And Immunity, I actually wouldn't mind now a Nyx Assassin for themselves, for example. Maybe a Centaur Warrunner as well. Or the Darkseer actually wouldn't be too shabby, giving them a lot of teamfight potential. I mean, I actually would like any of those heroes. I mean, Ancient Apparition, it's really strong already with the Ice Blast. But the one big weakness of it is that if the enemy has an aggressive enough lineup, so that maybe it forces the Ancient Apparition to rotate around a lot to try to help out lanes. But the Ancient Apparition actually isn't the best babysitter hero at all. So if he does that, he loses a lot of valuable XP time. And if he doesn't hit level 6 with a decent timing, then he's gonna be more or less useless. Because if you get the level 6 too late, then the level 1 ultimate actually doesn't do all that much to begin with. So if the enemy heroes are a bit too farmed already and have some extra levels that they should not have had by the time you get the Ice Blast, it's gonna be annoying. But Immunity, they pick up the Viper for themselves. It can be played mid lane or as a tri lane, maybe even safe lane solo, whatever. But the Viper, it's some more damage. The slows are really annoying. Even if the Mirana actually, if she gets Viper struck, even if she leaps away, she's just gonna be reduced to a crawl even after the leap, even with the extra movement speed she should be getting from it. And overall, Ancient Apparition Frost Blast, bringing heroes low, ticking down from the Frostbite, then the Viper with his own damage over time. I mean, getting a Shatter, it's highly likely, and of course when they're on lower HP, the Viper's Nether Toxin extra damage kicks in as well. I mean, Viper overall, it's a pretty decent hero. It's really tanky as well, especially up against magic with the extra magic resistance from the corrosive skin. And of course the corrosive skin being really annoying against the enemy as well. So if they want to kill off Viper and they get hit by the Ice Blast, so Viper's own damage over time, the poison attack as well as the Viper Strike, plus the corrosive skin from when you try to kill the Viper, that's a lot of AoE damage, or damage over time that's gonna be ticking on you. joinDOTA, they do take out both the Sand King as well as the Treant Protector, and the Sand King, I really like that ban because it would have been a really nice addition to the tri-lane of Meka. Plus of course the Shadow Demon Mirana, it's a deadly enough combination in itself that the Sand King actually wouldn't have to be there, which would give the Sand King time to just stack up the jungle and farm it up for the early and fast Blink Dagger. And Meka, banning out the Rubik and Immunity, they did utilize the Rubik to its fullest potential, just stealing ultimates and being on point with this game all the time. But Centaur also banned by Meka. And what is the offlane actually going to be for them? Do they go for the Darkseer once again? It is good against the Viper's slows because you can search yourself out from them, or search a teammate out from them. It's a possibility. It didn't work out too well for them in game number 1, but then again, nothing went their way, so it's not the Darkseer's fault by any means. Now though, what could they pick? I mean, they actually don't have to pick a third hero for the tri-lane after all. They can go for a mid lane now as well. Or they could pick up a jungler, maybe something awesome to see, like of course the Enigma. But I think they might go for a Tidehunter as an offlane, maybe. It's really good because you can just shrug off the Frostbite with the Kraken Shell. I'm actually not too sure if you can, since Frostbite is an ultimate after all. But Kraken Shell overall, it's still pretty good. A tanky presence, lowering down the attack damage of the enemies with the Anchor Smash as well. Well, Darkseer still might be a bit better, but they wouldn't have any combinations with it. But man, they do go for the puck, so a big teamfight ultimate plus the silence. And of course, being able to maybe phase shift out of the Ice Blast, that's also really good. And phase shifting out the Viper Strike, even better. So the puck, I really like that hero overall. So elusive, so mobile, and such a playmaking type of hero as well. But immunity now, third pick about to come out. They have the Ancient Apparition, they have the Viper. What's gonna actually be their next choice now? I mean, Ancient Apparition alone, not the scariest hero at all. I mean, they potential picks Shadow Shaman, maybe even a Gyrocopter for safe lane farming. I mean, most people don't use it because it's not that strong, but the homing missile does chase down invisible targets now, so the Moonlight Shadow might not be too helpful even against that. And to be honest, the homing missile stun, it's really long as well from the first level already. It's 2 seconds, if not 2.2 seconds. I think it's 2, and the increment is 0.2 seconds. So man, it's something that they could or maybe can invest themselves into. Although they're taking a hell of a long time to actually get this going. They could still use some certain stuns. Actually, a Wraith King for themselves wouldn't be too bad as well. Doesn't care about the silence all that much because that doesn't affect his reincarnation. But they go for a Faceless Void, wow. They're going hard, they're going late. And well, what better hero to do it with than the Faceless Void. And the Chronosphere, it's a really easy setup for the Ice Blast as well by the Ancient Apparition. So the combo is really within them. They have a lot of late game with the Viper and the Ancient Apparition if he gets to early level 6. And of course Faceless Void, once he hits level 6 as well, you can just use the Ice Blast Chronosphere combination to get solo pickoffs even. Because if you already kill one, it's less likely that the enemy team will be able to retaliate, being at a numbers disadvantage. I mean, but then again, if you would be up against a massive ultimate lineup and once they use their ultimates, then that's usually the sign that, okay, we can go now, it's now or never. But Meka, they do go for the Dazzle. It's a really strong combination with the Shadow Demon, and because Shadow Demon's disruption creates illusions, which the Shadow Wave of the Dazzle uses to do extra damage. And of course, being able to keep heroes alive with the heal, with the Shallow Grave against Viper, against Faceless Void. And actually, the Shallow Grave, use the Shallow Grave and then TP out. It can be really strong. But Meka now, I mean, they need some more late game up against Faceless Void if they want to be able to contest this. Or just go full on aggression early on with the heroes that they already have at the moment. It's a definite possibility. They could actually easily go for something like an Axe. Get the Axe and start going for the creep skip on the aggressive tri-lane with the Dazzle and the Shadow Demon. Those two heroes are pretty nice to actually set things up. Axe, first of all, goes, clears up the creep wave, hits level 2, gets 1 point in Berserker's Call. Next creep wave comes if a enemy hero is close by, or even not close by. Shadow Demon disrupts the enemy. Then Axe tries to drag the creep wave with himself to the disruption. Once the disruption ends, Berserker's Call, the creep wave hitting at you, enemy hero hitting at you, lots of counter helixes. And of course the Dazzle heal on top of that to keep the Axe alive first of all, and for some extra burst damage as well. But Vengeful Spirit is the pick for immunity now. Was picked up by Meka in the first game, but this time around it's on the side of immunity instead. The swap, I guess it's good maybe to catch up to Mirana after she leaps. For the puck, of course, Magic Missile is always a pretty nice stun. Plus, of course, Wave of Terror for minus armor and Vengeance Aura for the extra damage. It's not too shabby, and they at least have right clickers as well. But TT Esports, the 5th ban about to come out. Immunity, they need themselves an offlaner because I don't think they want to go aggressive tri-lane against a Mirana, Shadow Demon, Dazzle with a Void, Vengeful, Ancient Apparition. Because Ancient Apparition, he wants to get those levels, and you're more likely to get the levels in a safe lane, tri lane. But maybe they actually think Meka is gonna go for an aggressive one themselves, so they can dodge it. But I guess it comes down a little bit to the last picks. And Luna actually banned by TT Esports, or Meka rather. I mean, I can't say for sure that I foresaw the Luna getting picked by immunity. I mean, it does stack the Lunar Blessing aura with the Vengeance aura, but how would they have fit it in? Would have been like a Faceless Void support or something? Anywho, immunity banning out the Nature's Prophet. So Meka, they need an offlaner as well, and they go for the Doom, so I think this is gonna be an aggressive tri lane with the Doom safe lane. So immunity, I mean, with the Doom pickup, I think they should be aware that this laning situation is extremely likely. So maybe they actually can go for the aggressive tri lane just to dodge. And of course try to stop Doom from farming. He can still farm with the Devour, get some sort of farm. But if he doesn't get the fast Midas on top, you can at least slow him down considerably. You can't stop him, but you can slow him. And immunity now. They go for the Weaver again. And well, it's a risky sort of pick because Puck against it is pretty good. Both the Silence and the Dream Coil. Doom of course completely wrecks the Weaver. But immunity, they're like, yeah man, you may Doom the Weaver, we're just gonna Faceless Void Viper you. And with this Weaver, I really think they're actually gonna send balls on the safe lane. Although Shatan, he is the offlane player for them. I really think this is still gonna be Weaver solo with Vengeful, Faceless Void, Ancient Apparition on the aggressive tri lane up against the Doom. Unless Meka, they counter the counter movements of immunity. Although nothing is set in stone. So they can still of course change their laning around as well. Who am I to say what they can or cannot go for? But to introduce the teams, because all of you are itching to know for sure who is playing what. And I'll tell you in a second, because on the Radiant side, Risk, he's gonna be playing on the Ancient Apparition, Shatan on the Faceless Void with Balls, playing the Weaver, Slicks on the Viper, so he's heading towards the mid lane, I assume. joinDOTA, he's gonna play the Vengeful Spirit. As for Meka on the Dire side, N is playing on the Dazzle, leaving no more pain please on the Doom. With Ching Ching playing the Mirana, Scheisse, he's on the Puck, and Rain playing the Shadow Demon. Oh, what is this courier? Electrified Dino? Oh, in the head is a little bit big, but from far away, the electrification around him, it's pretty damn awesome. As just an angry chicken on the Radiant side. As far as couriers go, Meka, they definitely win. A dinosaur would just eat up a chicken any day, any given time. Unless it's a herbivore. But that kind of looking dinosaur, does he have teeth? Does he have like, yeah. He's definitely not an herbivore. Why else would you have like jagged teeth like that? Pointy teeth. If you just have to chew on trees and whatnot. Plants. Although a big ass dinosaur who actually has to eat trees, I guess he should have some jagged, pointy, whatever teeth. But that's completely off topic anyway. As the game gets underway, creeps have already spawned Slicks once again with some really nice blocking, and they go straight up for. Oh god, Slicks get some extra damage. I mean, Scheisse, first point illusion orb, no phase shift. So Slicks, if he actually gets a right click in, it's gonna do a lot of damage to the Puck, and Puck, he started with boots of speed because he doesn't want to get chased down by Slicks by the looks of it. But Slicks, not only was it useful to harass the Puck, it was also nice to get the early last hits and Risk. Well, he actually didn't use his own Chilling Touch stacks. I really thought he might start slowly jungling himself with it. Or at least try to damage a few creep or two. But that's not to be the case, and Shatan is actually on the offlane on the Faceless Void. I mean, a little bit peculiar, but I guess with the time walk, especially from high ground to low ground, he might be able to escape. And that's so weird, especially against the Shadow Demon Mirana combination. I guess they were expecting the aggressive tri-lane, so they wanted to face tri-lane against tri-lane and have Faceless Void solo against Doom. I mean, I guess that must have been the reasoning behind this. But oh, Shatan, Will they go for it? And oh, look at this ugly Shadow Demon set. He has so many hands on his back. There's the disruption coming out. Will the arrow follow? No, it's nowhere close by, and he actually uses the time walk. And the Shadow Wave, it actually came out, but got disjointed by the time walk somehow. I'm not too sure. It looked weird. I mean, Shatan, he's healthy as all hell, but I really hate this Shadow Demon set. It's like Dr. Octopus, but it looks a lot more ugly like an... Oh, will they go for it? Disruption coming out in 1 second, but the time walk is there before. Oh, he was playing with fire there. If they had the disruption 1 second before, I think that might have been the first blood there. And of course now Shatan out of mana as well. I mean, should they be thinking of some rotations? Maybe. Send balls top lane. Scheisse might be in trouble. Oh god, that has the Invis rune. He's coming in from the side. Scheisse, he phase shifts, but there's the magic missile. Chilling touch as well for the extra right click damage, and balls. Easy first blood for him. And with that, he can once again go for the fast Midas. Although, oh, no more pain. He's actually in the mid lane now. Slicks harassing him, of course. The Scorcher is already active, but Slicks has 1 point in Nether Toxin. The slow attack is there. Doom. Oh, he doesn't have boost of speed. This might be yet another kill for immunity. And it is indeed Slicks. I mean, Doom went a bit too greedy, especially considering he has 2 points in Devour and 1 in Scorched Earth. Oh, top lane, the arrow connection shut down. The time walk, will it come out in time? Nope. He didn't have the backtrack either because he went for time lock first. So Rain, he gets the kill on the Shadow Demon, not the Shatan. I mean, the time walk would have been close. But at least Shatan TPs straight back under the tower and continues to farm, or try to farm, that is. At least he will be getting some XP from it. And considering how the other lanes are doing, it's not too bad sacrificing a Faceless Void, because the Weaver and Viper, they themselves already can be annoying enough, especially against a Doom Mirana. I mean, late game wise, they don't have too much to be afraid, but oh, but Slicks, he should be scared for sure. The smoke is coming in. They actually don't have the best setup, they don't have any stuns, and oh, the smoke expires, and Slicks, they actually can't get in range for it. Oh, Rain maybe should have come from the high ground as well, but Slicks, he had really nice positioning anyway, and really smart plays, or well, immunity. They must have said like, support stop missing, so Slicks just stood around the right side of the mid lane to still be in XP range, get some farm going, but to be least susceptible to getting picked off by the rotations. As speaking of rotations, they wanted to go on Shatan once again, unsuccessful, as Scheisse, he's at least about to hit level 4, so he's actually on par with Shatan on the Faceless Void. So offlane wise, both are in XP and last hits exactly the same, I have to say. A minor difference, but that's even too minor to speak of. And yeah, Hand of Midas. It's gonna be pre 5 minutes, 5 more seconds, and he has the Hand of Midas. Oh god, balls. That is so fast. 4.5 minutes in. Thank god for the first blood, of course. But man, if I was Meka, I would be scared. I mean, I guess they are like, we don't care how much farm the Weaver has, we're just gonna doom him. But if there's a Void on the pitch as well as a Viper, I mean, even if you doom up to balls. Oh, what a nice sentry ward as well. This observer just got placed, as did the sentry, to be honest. But and Scheisse, he's in all kinds of trouble. And mid lane, they're going on no more pain. They get the magic missile, chilling touch as well, and they really nicely leave the kill to Slicks. And oh, Slicks wants to go for the courier, doesn't quite get it. I guess the chilling touch attack speed slow is significant after all. But man, 3-1 once again. At least Meka, they already have 1 kill in their name. So then again, it was kind of the same in game number 1. Hopefully Meka, they can hold on a little bit longer at the very least. Just try to drag this out, because they do have a Doombringer, but they definitely cannot drag this to the late game. Maybe just wait for the core items, especially Doom level 6. But Slicks, he's level 7 already. He's 2 levels above thanks to the 2 kills they've gotten. He had the last hits for both as well. He has the power threat now, more attack speed, more tank. And together with the power threats and the corrosive skin being level 3, which is actually a really smart item build, especially against Scorched Earth Doom. So the Doom can't really outrun you when he activates Scorched Earth, because it'll be slowed down by the corrosive skin plus the attack. But oh, mid lane, they want to go for it. I don't think they can get in range, but he actually will have enough mana for the Viper Strike. So the slow itself already might be enough. And oh, Godot, he finds the haste rune. Scheisse wanted to come in for it. He has the bottle as well. It's at the base, and Doom, he's going into the jungle instead, I guess. as Scheisse tries to farm up something in the mid lane and get his level 6. And top lane, I mean, I can't believe Shatan can just farm so... Well, not farm, but stay in XP range so freely. I guess they don't want to... What? He just leaped to get faster to the side shop to get the Hand of Midas. It's 6 minutes 40 seconds, so definitely not slow by any means. The Weaver, thanks to the first blood, just got it that much faster. And Mirana, I actually think that might be the smart decision as well. It actually doesn't slow down his overall farming rate all that much if you get it with a nice timing. Getting some extra levels and maybe being able to stay on par with the farm of the Weaver and actually dish out the damage in the mid game. I mean, early game, it's already somewhat lost to them. So they're banking it on the same mid to late game now, I think. They have to hit the timing though. And oh, Faceless Void, one more creep. Oh, the magic missile, there's the TPs are coming in. Shatan needs to kill the creep, kill it, man. Get the Chronosphere. The arrow actually does not connect at all. 3 heroes in the Chronosphere. Tower hitting on them as well. Oh, Shatan. They use the Moonlight Shadows. The Shallow Grave comes out and it's going for the TP and time lock. Oh my god, they actually got it as well. And now N uses the Shadow Wave to try to do some counter damage. But if balls hadn't been just on the edge of the Chronosphere, they might have gotten Ching Ching as well. I'm not too sure it would have been an iffy thing. At least maybe would have... Oh! Dream Coil mid lane Slicks. They can't really kill him. It just runs out of the Dream Coil. Runs out of the range of No More Pain. And, I mean, the Doombreaker really should have come in with the Scorch Earth, I have to say. And of course Slicks doesn't care about the Dream Coil pop. He's so tanky anyway. Going for a mech now. Has the Headrest already finished the bottom lane risk. They left him to get the XP now since, of course, Balls and Godot, they rotated top lane. And that's exactly what you need to do as well. He's gonna hit his level 6 from this creeper, I think. So, a little bit less than 9 minutes in, having level 6 on Ancient Depression, it's pretty decent. Nothing to write home about, but it's still gonna help them out in the team fights even more. And now there's a rotation. They want to kill off Slicks, but Slicks, he's going for Scheisse. Scheisse actually might fall down. He uses the Silent Slicks, the right clicks, the Nether Toxin. It's enough. He gets the kill. He's gonna go down in return. I think they have the Doom as well. Do they actually have enough though? Oh, they certainly do. They don't even need the Doom. The Demonic Purge. Actually, no Demonic Purge. What slowed him down? I guess the Poison Touch alone only. But whatever it may have been. Viper falls. But top lane, Ching Ching, Godot coming in from the side, Shatan goes in with the right clicks, level 3 on time lock. He's maxing it out, wow. That's a really aggressive build for an offlaner against a tri-lane, but oh, they want to still go for the leap. It disjoints the magic missile. As in the meantime, Balls actually uses the time lapse. I'm not too sure how much damage he took. But it looks like this game, he's definitely going for the Linkans and smart choice against the Doom. If not anything else, then just have to make him waste another spell. And of course buy some time for the Weaver to actually react. Otherwise, if the Doom has like a Blink Dagger, blink next to the Weaver and Doom him up straight away, he's gonna be useless. But with the Linkans, it's gonna take a little bit more to actually execute the plan, as No More Pain, he is working towards a mech instead. And oh, what a sentry ward. He's gonna kill off the Observer ward. Creeps are wailing on the sentry as well. Oh, this is just perfect case scenario for them. As Scheisse, he has the Dream Coil, he's rotating in from the side, but Slicks, he should be able to scout it out. Oh, the arrow connects, it's 5 seconds. Can they actually follow up on this? I don't think so. Oh, such a shame there. Not often do you see random arrows like this connecting. But they're just behind. Balls has a TP, can come in. Oh, they go for the Dream Coil. Can they actually get the range for some more? He pops the Dream Coil as well. Arrow, it gets disjointed. Oh, Ching Ching. His Viper struck up. He leaps, but it's not enough. Scheisse in huge trouble as well. Slicks got the kill on Mirana, of course, and now Balls coming in for Scheisse. Illusory coming off Cooldown Swarm. It doesn't get dodged. He uses the phase shift, or rather the chaunt to the Illusory Orb, but Balls gets the kill. And I mean, you have to check the enemy heroes as well, if they have TPs or not, for potential assistance. And in the background, while the cores were being killed, Shadow Demon as well as the Dazzle also fell down. I mean, the Chronosphere wasn't even used for it. And whose Tranquil Boots are those? Oh, no, it's Shatan's, it's fine. Whew. I thought like, what? Is it the enemy? Did Meka put down a Tranquil Boots as well as an offering to the enemies? Like, okay, leave us in peace for 5 minutes or so for us to get our levels, get our items, and then we'll come back. Oh, Doom Illusion, it's trying to bait things out. But yeah, they didn't waste anything with the TP's coming in though. It's the Puck. Scheisse. The tower almost got denied. joinDOTA was the one finishing it up, but it was so close. Really nice try by Scheisse. Got to hand it to him. Jing Jing, the arrow. It's gonna miss again, and Shatan. Does he actually want to go aggressive, maybe? Nope, does not look like it. Although they could easily with the Doom on cooldown for... Oh, Ice Blast flies in. Jing Jing, he's out of it, but Shatan. Now he used the Time Walk, but didn't follow up with the Chrono. And oh, they might get pincered. They will kill off joinDOTA. At least joinDOTA was the sacrificial lamb to make sure that the course will not get dived upon from the side. Really nice movement by Meka, getting 1 kill, and maybe they actually can go for the tier 1 mid lane as well now. Get some gold for them. And checking at the gold graph, actually 6,000 or so in the favor of immunity, whereas XP 7,500. They might get more though. Shatan, just look at his positioning, he wants to go in. Oh, don't clump up, Meka. If you clump up, you're done for. Ice Blast is off cooldown as well. It's actually flying at the moment, Shatan. He goes in, Chronosphere on to 4. Ice Blast to follow. N is the only one out of it. But that's so much damage. 2 already down. Make it 3. Swap with the Viper Strike onto the Dazzle and the TP. It's not gonna be in time. Oh my god. That combination. It was so close to being a 4-man Ice Blast on top. But Shatan. Oh, what a beautiful Chronosphere. Just excellent setup, and well, who needs Faceless Void to have safe lane farm when you can just rape your enemies even without this? He's actually going for an Aghanim Scepter as well, for the lower cooldown, for the longer duration, and at the very least now, no more pain. He has himself a mech, he has the Invis as well, so they can maybe set something up. The Observer comes down, but they need a sentry. If they get the sentry down and they see the Doom, this could be huge. They even used the Moonlight Shadows. They wanted it so bad, but immunity. Smart play, they back off. All the balls. I mean, Doom, he's still chasing the Weaver. Weaver has the Hand of Midas. And no, he backs off now. It would have been way too far into enemy territory. And Slicks, actually, his mech is also finished now. He just needs to buy up the buckler, and even has 400 gold on top of that if he buys the buckler. And other bigger item choices. Aghanim Scepter, worked on by Risk as well. He's actually more than halfway through. 1,500 gold away, and they only have 1 tower down. So if they get this bottom tower and maybe go for the top tier 1 after it, that's gonna be a really early Aghanims if somebody doesn't kill him soon. But the killing part, that is the hardest, I guess. Balls working towards the Lincoln Sphere, has the Perseverance, Ring of Aquila power turret, Hand of Midas, and what is actually the counterpart? Ching Ching, Midas, as well as Aquila, and now maybe working towards Strums. So he's pretty far behind, he's pretty squishy as well. And all Meka, 14 to 3 the kill score, not looking too sunny for them. And joinDOTA maybe wants to go for the swap. N has to be careful. And he is as well, he backs off, he even places down a sentry just in case somebody is hanging around. Or maybe for the Weaver, if Weaver dives, do they want to turn it around? Do they have TPs? Mirana does not, and the tower goes down, and they just might go for the second one as well. Now the rotations come in. Shadow Demon is there. Shadow Poison level 3, so it's a decent tool for counter pushing. Not the best because it doesn't do damage straight away. You just have to stack up the Shadow Poison from before. But oh, 5 hero rotations by Meka. But they won't even get a kill for it. Sure, they defend the tower. But is that really worth 5 heroes rotating? Especially as the Faceless Void is getting closer and closer to his Aghanim Scepter because of this. I mean, I have to say it's not worth it as far as long as Immunity's one hero keeps farming at the same time. Now, of course, Meka, they rotated back around, but Scheisse not even close to his Blink Dagger at the moment. Doom has the mech, but might need a Blink Dagger as well to get the jump on them. Because the counter initiation by Immunity with the Chronosphere, it's just gonna be too strong otherwise. He's really close to level 11 as well, Shatan that is. It will lower the cooldown to 100 anyway. But he's only 700 short of getting his Aghanim Scepter. Risk, only 1000 short. Slicks has the mech, of course, plus 2k on top, so maybe a Yasha or maybe straight up Aghanim Scepter. I mean, 12-second cooldown on Viper Strike, not too shabby. Just a second as I have to time out a user. Success. Trying to sell some weird ass shit on Twitch chat. No thanks. But bottom lane, Meka, they want to get the tower, they want to get some gold of their own. They know the Weaver is there because they just saw the swarm coming through. And they are under the effects of smoke, so the sentry ward doesn't help them. And balls, he should be fine with Godot hanging around as well. And they just can't dive the tower even. Jing, he has to push down the lane so that the creeps will come in to tank the tower. I mean, they see Godot now as well, I think. Oh, the wave of turret scouts out both Rain as well as N. So Balls, he's fully aware of the fact that they are there, whereas Risk, he's just pushing in mid lane. Balls deep on solo Ancient Apparition. Talk about taking risks, but they just know exactly where Meka is. They know how much space they have on the map. And well, Shatan top lane. You see no more pain. Oh wait, TP assistance coming in as well. That's the Mirana with the Doom on Shatan, but nope, Shatan backs off as well. So Doom, he's just waiting a lot of time there, nothing else. Well, Immunity, it's like they have map hack or something. They just know where the enemy are. Really heads up plays by them. Just using their experience. They are probably the most experienced combination of players from Australia anyway. And they're showing it as well. Meka, so far they've yet to find any answers to what Immunity have been doing in game number 1 and now in game number 2 as well. And Shatan, he actually has enough gold now. He has his Aghanims finished. Risk 400 gold away. Balls only the recipe away, so 900 gold or so for the Lincoln Sphere as he's pressuring the tier 2 tower on the bottom lane. The TP comes in by Puck, but what can the Puck do solo? He doesn't even have the blink there. 700 gold away from it. So not that far, but 18 minutes in, you would expect him to have it already by normal professional game standards. Shatan moving around as well. Blink dagger. Oh, it is there on No More Pain, please now. He needs it to be brought out by the courier. This dinosaur, a flying version of it. Oh, still a little cute dino. With hornets on top of his head. Upgrade. Oh, Chronosphere bottom lane. Ice Blast to fly. Scheisse, he's going down for sure. Balls with the right clicks to help out and Shatan. He's the author of the kill. He's backing off and, well, in 50 seconds time, he has another Chrono because of the 60-second cooldown. Thanks to the Aghanim Scepter, of course. And they can just rinse and repeat every 60 seconds, 40-second cooldown for Ice Blast. Although Risk, oh, he might be in trouble. Can he get the 10 gold before? There's the Doom. He has to escape. He actually sells something or gets the gold with the last creep kill. So that's Aghanim Scepter finished. He won't lose any gold even if he dies. But Balls, he's coming in now. No more please. A nice swap by Godot. Magic Missile on top. Wave of Terror as well. Balls, he can go for some massive damage. But they have the sentry there by Meka. They use the Moonlight Shadows as well. So everybody's just backing off. But Risk, he doesn't even die there. Aghanim Scepter finished, he doesn't die. At least he's not level 11 yet, but man, is that something to celebrate about as Slicks? He gets the tower kill top lane on the tier 1. So that's a third Aghanim Scepter on the team of Immunity in 300 gold for Slicks. Man, they are looking scary. I would really like to see actually Immunity going up against other international teams. They probably would not stand too much of a chance. But going up against like 4FC, Dream Team, maybe even Monomaniacs, which at the moment I think they got sponsored by Team Coast. Not 100% sure about that, but I saw some form of news about it. So Monomaniacs, they might be now Team Coast, so really nice for them for the upcoming TI4 Europe qualifiers. But yes, Slicks, Aghanim Scepter, all the parts for it are in the stash for him, just waiting for the courier to arrive home. And oh, will they find anybody? Ice Blast is flying top. Oh, they used the Chronosphere already. My bad, as Ching Ching. He's going down. Slicks even used the Viper Strike for it. They want to go in, but there's no Doom. They use the Dream Coil. Scheisse goes in. He actually chaunts his way in, but oh, now Godot is there as well. He goes for the swap. No more please. He's taking so much damage. He's under the effects of the Frostbite. And now Scheisse will get time lock. A nice Shallow Grave onto the dust as well. But Paul's just chasing them all down with the Sokuchi. Lincoln's popped as well. Nothing for them to do and make it 4-4-0 as Balls. Even time-lapse to get himself back to full HP. And Meka, 20 minutes again, once again, they're forced to GG. And Immunity, well, I wanted to say they're making Australia proud, but they're against fellow Australians. But still, a really strong showing by them, and I'm hoping for some pretty nice things out of them in the future as well. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for tuning in. These games were actually really fast. I was expecting them to last a little while longer, but in 1 hour's time I will have another cast on the same channel, so I'm actually not gonna probably even close the stream in the meantime. It will be Arcanis versus Quintet Gaming, the Philippines against Malaysia, I think. But Arcanis, they were really strong. They actually defeated Zephyr 2-0 yesterday, quite convincingly. So that's something to look forward to at least. But yeah, once again, thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed what I did, be sure to follow Heflatv on Twitch and check out our social media, social media, Facebook and Twitter /Heflatv. Or if you want to see some more games by us, check out youtube.com/Heflamok for all the VODs, which get uploaded usually within an hour after the games are cast. So that's gonna be it for the time being, just some music until the next game starts.